Welcome to round 2 coverage of the 2012 Cordova Bay Club Championship. We're very glad you're with us. Brian, good morning.
Good morning. Great to be here, Jim. Course in great shape.
Just so. Players are behind us, warming up, fine-tuning for round 2. But let's talk about round 1 a little bit before the action starts today. Brian, any comments on the leaders today?
Well, you knew I'd have a comment or two, so thank you very much for asking. You know, I'm not shy in sharing my opinion on these sort of things, but I got to say that out of the gate, it's just amazing how Khulud El-Sheikh has been playing. I mean, she's been tuning up for these championships. We've seen her at the practice area continually in the last 2, maybe 3 days, but she's really got her game in form, and it showed on round 1.
It paid off indeed with a net 67, I believe.
Well, you wouldn't want to cheat her, but she was a net 65. I wish you'd get some of your homework done before the telecast.
Sorry. Let's go out to 16 with our on-course reporter, Axel McRiley.
Thanks, Jimmy. Brian. Here we have young Haley Cruz on the 16th hole. From 108 yards, shot tracker's telling me. And she stuffs it to 3 feet. Quite impressive, actually.
First of all, what do you think of the shirt?
Well, I'm partial to fuchsia, so that's a win with me, but you know, that's about where it starts to break down here. I know that Doug hasn't been working with Jim on that kind of a finish. Oh,
yeah. Predictable.
There's Ginny Story, a little fadeaway.
Yeah, comment on that finish.
I mean, Ginny is about 2 martinis from falling into the lake on that one. When we look at our pairings for round 2 for today's final round, we've got John Bump paired with Ian Ross and Richard Nakamura in the 12:30 group. Not exactly the feature threesome.
No, I believe yesterday they combined for a tournament record on the 10th hole.
Yeah, 39 strokes combined.
39. And back to 11. Here's the chef with the chip. Just grazed the flagstick and runs 30, 40 feet by. Not his best. Back to 17. This is not a good sign. We have almost the entire group heading to the drop area. Now Jimbo trying to curve it around the pine on 12. This should be right in his wheelhouse. We can only hope he's wearing a cup. And Chef again here for his par.
He's been playing quite a bit with the cross-handed claw grip in the past.
Acknowledging our cameras.
I don't think he's used to it. You know, you never see Phil Mickelson do that.
What do you think that is in his back pocket?
Let's not go there.
I believe it's a strongbow. The better half of Jim Anderson, Caroline. Much better looking move. Oh, yeah. Classic finish.
Beautiful trajectory on that shot.
She has the swing. She has the looks. She's even got the fashion sense. Fedoruk rings it in for par. Well done. Chef for his bogey. That is a strong bow. Ooh, heartbreak. A double.
That won't be his only double today.
Oh, acknowledges the camera once again. Probably blaming the cameraman. And again.
Oh, yeah.
And now to his savior.
He's going to need one.
Careful. Slam. Easy on the power card, Neil. Ah! A split screen of the Anderson family.
I've been waiting for this, actually. So on your right, you've got Jim. Grip a little on the strong side, and you'll see how that causes him to wing it inside. Caroline's been working on making her swing match her frame, so you'll see club face absolutely dead square. And what a contrast with Jim. He's got his hands stuck low in behind him, and well, it's looking like a recipe for disaster. Let's watch a little bit of this downswing. You're going to see Caroline's hands fall straight from the sky, compressing the ball with an ideal forward shaft lean through impact, and showing in a classic finish, whereas you'll see Jim closing his eyes, checking his protection, and He'll have what we would call a signature finish. He's got a little something going on different there, but you know, it's important that, oh, look, he's out of the screen already. Another 7.
Perennial champion Penny Bazoop again leads the field with a very nice 72.
Yeah, a bit of a ho-hum day for Penny. She hit 10 fairways out of 14. She basically putted the lights out as she usually does, and so she holds a 3-shot lead. But you know, Denise Walker came out of the gate strong too, and it looks like she's going to give her a little bit of a run.
A very good score. Yes, and the men. Now, here's the biggest surprise.
Well, no kidding. I mean, you know, once called the aging minnow, and here he is 3 years older, and he's still right there in the mix. Ian Patello, recently getting his amateur status back, and he comes out and he fires a 70 in the midst of a firestorm of Paul Hansen. How did he do that?
Unbelievable. What do you think the chances are of him shooting another one of those?
Well, I mean, it is a 2-day event for some reason. I mean, we got to find out who the strong players are in this group, but. You know, Ian came off the 18th green at the conclusion of the round, very excited about his game, but very proud of himself for keeping his concentration in, you know, what you got to call it, the firestorm, the whirlybird.
Yeah, indeed.
Who do you see winning the whole thing today for the men?
Well, you know, I had a look at Patello. He looked a little bit green. So whether it's nerves or what, I'm not sure. So
no, I think there's some medical going on there. I've heard through a couple of different sources of mine that he's fighting some food poisoning. There's been something.
I just heard through the grapevine, or maybe it was Twitter or Facebook, I'm not sure, that Mr. Patello, who was actually leading by 1 shot, is feeling a little under the weather today. Our leader of the tournament, Ian Patello, was feeling a little wonky this morning. Perhaps a few too many cocktails last night.
Sometimes people just get overserved.
Ian, how are you feeling today?
Well, honestly, a little rum-dum last night.
If I had to make a pick right now, I'd take Paul Hansen. Now, as long as he can, as long as his wedge survives the day, apparently his short irons have seen more airtime than Shaquille O'Neal foul shot.
So on the women, then, you know, you got Penny leading on the gross side, but who do you see stepping up on the net for the women?
I like Kalud. I really like Kalud. As you said earlier, she has been practicing her little heart out. Personal best yesterday.
Yeah,
I think it's her all the way.
It's exciting, and you know, my job is typically to offer a contrary opinion.
Go Kalud.
But you know, I love Kalud too, and I just think she could do it. I could see it in her future. So on the women's gross side, we've got you know, a 27-time winner.
Yes, we have.
In the lead.
Yes, we have. But we do have a young junior in the field who's a very strong player. Had a tough day yesterday.
Yeah, despite a couple of birdies, Haley Cruz had a tough go, and she's well back. But you know, with her game, probably still within striking distance.
I had a chat with her after round 1. She was a wee bit nervous playing with the big girls, but I'm expecting big things from her today.
Does that mean you discount Penny?
I'm taking Penny.
Penny's a good call. I think you should go with Penny. She's going to be our 2012 club champion on the women's side.
Agreed.